disappearance, a plane that disappeared in the Gulf of Thailand in the South China Sea. We have it here from CNN that the last coordinates from the Chinese agencies are given at 105.63 east longitude and 6.7 north longitude. We'll be coming back to that in a second, so let's just have a quick squiz of where it actually is on a map. And here it is here. You've got obviously Australia down there in the south east, and it's at this point here I've pretty much stuck that lane mark on it. So what's interesting about this is that I was talking to my missus, back in 2007 and 8 about how the magnetic field can open up and create vortexes of energies that can make planes just drop out of the sky. And when we had later on a plane that went out of the sky, I don't know if you remember it, the Air France Flight 447, and that disappeared in 2009 on the 1st of June, and its actual positioning is here between South America and Africa, and it actually the coordinates is north 2.98 by west 30.59. Is there some sort of connection? Funny that CNN seemed to bring it up about it, so I thought I'd better have a look into it and see what's what. If we just have a look at this is a map that I've got that is the main geomagnetic lines that go across our planet, which are affected by the sun and everything like that. You can see more information on that on my channel. And if we have a look at where the Malaysian plane has gone down, apparently it is, here we go, we've got the 120, so 105 is pretty much in the middle between the two. So in the middle between the two is pretty much around about there, and then it goes 6 degrees north, which is pretty much on that blue line there. Now if we just take a look at the French plane, it was at west by, I'll tell you, it was west by 30.59 and 3 degrees north. So here we have the equator, 30 degrees, 2 degrees north, and it's just sitting on that yellow line. The connection between the two is that we have this crossing point here, the yellow and the blue line, and this crossing point here, the yellow blue line. The French plane went down here, and the Malaysian plane went down just here. It's very close for my liking. Now, just blowing my own trumpet here, but in an extract from my book, and I go into the Bermuda Triangle and how it's created the directional flows of the lines and how these lines flow around the Earth, create vortexes. And here we have this vortex here, which creates the yellow, blue, green and pink line, which is anti-clockwise, and which is the same as the Bermuda Triangle anti-clockwise, which is the vibration or the turning of the universe. If we go into it a little bit further, you can see here the Bermuda Triangle. We'll go into it a little bit further, and how you can see this online. You should be able to get it on my website. How you have the 3 layers of energy: the inner layer, the middle layer, which is the orange, and the surface layer, the geomagnetic line system. All the layers go out into the sun, into the sky. And as this solar Solomon, or Star of David, as it were, or the tetrahedron, as it's double tetrahedron, as it turns round in the anti-clockwise position. The only place really where you get a connection between the three in that area is exactly this point, this yellow triangle here, and then this is what exactly where the Bermuda Triangle is. Now we've actually got a point where the plane went down from the French plane, which is around about this thing, about this point here. If we go over to the split lines over here, here we have the same vortex. So it's probably easier to show you on that other one. Here we have the same vortex, the yellow, the pink and the green, and etc. So we have Star of David, which will be coming down to around about like that. So you're going to be hitting around about here, and this is going to be pretty much into your crossover points. And this is the other thing, as I was saying about during this period, when like pockets of geomagnetic space of nothingness, in a way, of complete and utter weightlessness, completely throws these sort of planes, which they've changed the geomagnetic positioning device after the French disaster. And I think the same thing's happened here, where they're going to have to change the geomagnetic sensing device on the plane in order to compensate for these anomalies that are being felt within the system now. But the funny thing is also Air France flight was in 2009, May, or the end of May, 1st of June 2009, and this is in at the moment in March 2014, which is approximately half a solar cycle as well. Now, if the solar cycle is going through an inversion of its poles, as it does on a regular basis, and it's very normal, could this not be, as we can see on this here, that it is almost opposite sides of the wave of what's going on? Let me just open up another file here. Let me just open up, sorry. Let me just open up another file here, which is let me just open up. Let me just show you this one here. This is the same map, obviously, with our lines and etc. The plane went down here, this is a map of the real equator of the Earth. The equator is not actually straight, like everything. When it goes round on itself and you look from the side, it creates the sign of infinity. Sometimes you have one side of the infinity, a loop that is a lot smaller than the others, which you do have in this Earth. That's why you get a wobble and etc. But the plane went down here in Malaysia, and then in France it went down here. Is this not just another sign of the pole shift that we're going through at this present time? We've got one plane here in Malaysia going down in this section here. We have the Air France plane, which goes down in this section here. We have the plane here on the blue line and the plane on the yellow line. That's been connected with the Bermuda Triangle on my side of things, which you can see here, and you can see the same Bermuda Triangle effect, because Bermuda is not the only place in inland Japan. There's many examples of planes going missing, and this one here, which is even more blatant really, because you can see that this plane went down here and this plane went down here. It's pretty much on that magnetic equator. So are we going for a pole shift? Yes, we well are, mate. And if I was you, you know what I mean, I'd start paying attention to what's going on around you, rather than just getting your head stuck in Facebook or things like that. You know, we've got to start putting the dots together, because if we don't, it's going to be very hard for the human race to get through this period. Although we will do, but it's, you know, it'd be nice if we could get through with a lot more ease, really. So, you know, have a look through my videos on my channel. There's going to be more and more coming up. I think this is a perfect example of a pole shift that's actually going on at the moment, and the plane going down pretty much on the yellow line on that equator point, and on this blue line and this equator point. I think it's blatant, basically. Anyway, I thought I'd share that with you. I hope you enjoy yourselves. Take it easy. Love from me to you. Enjoy crew.